again to the course. Um, as part of the student lounge and introductions, I had said that if you wanted to post a video instead of typing out everything you can, and so I figured I'd go ahead and do that. Um, I've got a cheap green screen behind me, so every once in a while you'll see flashes of green around me. Otherwise, you get to see a messy apartment that I don't really show off very much. So, anyways, my name is Patrick Dickey. Um, I was raised in a small town in eastern Nebraska named Schuyler, which isn't known for much at all. As far as college goes and life goes, I went to college in another small town called Wayne, Nebraska. I was there for about 4 years and was close to getting my bachelor's in computer science. And then I left school and started working as an electrician. I discovered that I liked doing that, and so I didn't go back to school in the fall. I just continued on with it, and I got my journeyman's electrical license in 1997, and then in 1999 I got married, so I got out of the trade and went into manufacturing. Um, Shortly after that, I moved to Muscatine, Iowa, and I've been here ever since then. I've gotten my AAS degree in what was then called Micro Computer Information Technology with the Cisco networking certificate, and I was the help desk certificate, and I was 2 courses short on the programming, which were they only offered those 3 at the time. Um, so since then, I've tutored all of these courses at Muscatine Community College. And in 2013, I was asked to start teaching them. And I've been teaching various courses since then. Um, Usually it's face to face, but slowly it's been transitioning to online. So, excuse me. Um, in my free time, I am an amateur radio operator. My call sign would be W0PCD, and I'm active in what's called the Amateur Radio Emergency Services, which is an organization here in Muscatine. I'm also active as a National Weather Service Skywarn spotter. Um, I do various digital modes, and we are, in fact, creating a wireless network, which is countywide and connected to a nationwide network, all using basically off the shelf equipment like one of these, and it is programmed with firmware that uses the amateur radio bands instead of the regular Part 15 bands that you're used to. So it's just one of those fun things I'm doing. Uh, I work at All Steel, if you're familiar with Muscatine, HNI, Hahn, All Steel. I work third shift there as a finishing system support person, which is why I'm not dressed up in a nice suit and all that. I'm actually getting ready to go to work after I do these videos. So um, I work third shift there. It's basically 8:30 p.m. to 4:30 a.m., 9 to 5, whatever you want to call it. Sunday night through Thursday night with the occasional Friday night. So that's why in the syllabus it says, don't be surprised if you email me at 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't be surprised if I email you back at 2:01 because I've got free time off and on throughout the night, and I'm obviously awake throughout the night. So that's also why I prefer it if you email me or you set up appointments with me to meet. And if you do have to call me, leave me a pretty detailed message along with when you want me to call you back. So, um, other than that, as far as computer experience, I started playing with Apple II computers back in 1977. So they were one of the first micro PCs, whatever you want to call it, microcomputers. Uh, then as I got into high school and college, I went to IBM compatible computers. Um, and I've pretty much stuck with IBM or like Raspberry Pis since then. So I do own a Mac, MacBook Air. It's the only Apple product I own, and I bought that because I helped a friend out. Otherwise, I'm pretty much strictly IBM or Android or whatever. As far as programming languages go, when I was in college, I took AppleSoft Basic, Pascal, Fortran, RPG 400, which was on an AS400 server, COBOL. Let's see, what else was there? Um, I've taken Visual Basic, Java, C Sharp. Uh, I've learned Python. I've dabbled in Perl. I've dabbled in C. I've dabbled in C++. I'm kind of halfway learning Rust. Um, JavaScript, HTML, they aren't really programming languages, but they are languages. Um, so I've had kind of a wide variety of languages that I've dabbled in or have learned through school. Most of them, I call them the dead languages. Things like COBOL, Pascal, Fortran. You don't hear about them anymore, but they're still around. In fact, COBOL, if you learn COBOL and you get a job doing COBOL, you pretty much can write your own paycheck and as for what you want because I would be a young COBOL programmer right now. Uh, the average age of a COBOL programmer is dead because they're all like 70 or 80 or 90. Um, so if you learn it, you'll be able to write your own paycheck because they need it. It's used in the financial sector, but you'll do COBOL for the rest of your natural life uh, because they need it and nobody's learning it. So, anyways, that's enough about me. Go ahead, make a video, tell me about yourself, whatever you want to tell me. So, thanks.